So, Mob Psycho episode 8, very standard episode of anime. Nothing major happens, nothing absurd happens. It's just a normal Mob Psycho episode. I'm the loudmouth Canadian. Thank you so much for joining me. Like, comment, subscribe, and let's just go straight into it. Not waste any time. Probably a quicker video. I noticed my Mob Psycho videos are quicker than most. So, they're shorter than most. Because not much happens unless it's a story pivotal moment. So, where we left off, they were heading their way up to Mt.Mudboat. Mt.Mudboat, Reagan was driving, Tomoe's in the back, being a backseat driver, talking about she's lost, where we going, why we going, what we doing, just being a B word if I'm being honest. She's just being annoying. I'm not gonna lie, first half of this episode, she's so annoying. So annoying. If I was there, I would have gone home. I can't be asked to put up with that type of behavior. Anyway, Reagan asks why we're even going there in the first place. And one of the members say that every 7 years, there's always a UFO sighting. Every 7 years. And so the aim is to send a signal up there for them to come. And so Reagan continues to drive in direction until Mob gets not seasick, car sick, and they crash. Why does Mob get car sick? Is this like fairy tale where dragon slayers get travel sickness? You're so powerful, you're so useful in terms of psychic abilities, but yet you get car sick and seasick? I don't know. It's a weird quirk. But because they crashed the car, they can't use it to ascend the mountain, so they decide to continue on foot. And they end up getting lost. They get lost, they get twisted around, they go the wrong way, they go the right way, they go up, they go down, they go left, they go right. They don't know what they're doing. And Tomoe, she has a panic attack. Essentially, it's a panic attack. She's just like, why are we here? I know you guys are doing something nice for me, but I didn't ask for this. I just want to go home. You guys, the only reason why I wanted to do this was because you guys forced me to, because you felt guilty. And it's just like, Tomoe, relax, Tomoe. It's not that deep. It's really not that deep, Tomoe. Relax, it's fine. And so Reagan says, he tries to use his questionable advice about ascending the mountain instead of going down. And eventually they make their way to the top of the mountain. But before they got there, they realized that a book that they needed up there was left in the car. So this whole thing may have been for nothing, because the only way they could have communicate with the aliens was with this book. But this book is not even in their possession. So what the hell have they gone up there for? Tomoe, she's like, look, it's been a fun trek. It's been fun. It's been nice. But, we can go home now. It's fine. We don't need to do it. But Takenaka, the telepath, there we go, from last episode, he reveals that he learned the ritual off by heart. And the reason why he was late wasn't because he overslept, was because he was doing loads amount of research, just trying to take his utmost seriousness into this endeavor, because he felt guilty about how he treated them before he came out as a telepath. And so he teaches them the steps needed, and they start doing the ritual. It's then when Reagan picks up on something and says, oh, I don't have the ability to tell when someone's lying, but I noticed a change in your aura. He's just BSing. He's just good at reading people. And so Takenaka reveals that the author of the book had went to prison 2 years ago for fraud. So basically what he's trying to say is there's a possibility that what they're doing will amount to nothing. Absolutely nothing. And so everyone's like, well, this is a waste of time. I mean, you did the right thing. You wanted to bring us together to create memories. Let's just go home. It's a wasted endeavor. Why not? And so they set to go home, but Mob's like, look, we're here already. Why not? Let's just do this. Let me use my psychic energy, combine with Takanaka's, and let's just send a signal, see what happens. And so they do this, and I'll admit, it results in this like really good, pretty animated scene. It looks really nice, looks really put together. You can tell they put effort into this. But yeah, it's just a really nice scene. I really liked it. It was good. It was good. It was good. And so they do the ritual. Well, they don't do the ritual. They send the signal, and nothing happens initially. Nothing happens. So they said, oh well. Looks like we did it for nothing. But at the end of the day, we're all friends, and we did it together as one. Isn't that something? Isn't that all wanted from today? You know, the usual shonen friendship rubbishness. And so they make off to leave, but the aliens actually show up. They actually make their way onto the top of the mountain. And these aliens are weird looking. They're the weirdest aliens I've ever seen in any fiction. They're like pink skinned, rounded heads, big sparkly eyes. They're just weird looking aliens. Very weird looking aliens. And when Tomei sees these aliens coming down, she freaks out. She's like, what do I do? What do I say? You guys need to help me. They're like, no, you're the president. You say something, we'll watch and take it from here. And so she tries to welcome them. The aliens offers a handshake and she accepts it. Now, what I find weird is after they've been invited onto this spaceship of theirs, they've done a lot of human customs. They have a lot of Japanese snacks, a lot of Japanese stuff on board. So this makes sense considering that every 7 years there's a sighting. So maybe every 7 years they come, meet contact with someone, and then they disappear. So it does make sense, unless another way they're doing it is they've been watching it and just absorbing Japanese culture for years, which could be an alternative. It could be. But as I said, they invite them onto their spaceship and they just chill. Just another chill session. They play games, both card games and electronic. They arm wrestle. They do like a toast, and they just get to know you. It's just like an exchange of cultures. It's actually pretty nice when you're watching it, and the music, the animation. It's actually a pretty nice scene for what it is actually. And so it gets pretty late. They have to go, but they exchange gifts. So the aliens leave this like rock that's glistening. They give them this rock, and the humans give them a scarf, some bubble gum, a games console, a watch, a jumper, and Mob shows off his psychic abilities. And the aliens are just happy with this. They're just like, yep, why not? We'll accept this. This is good enough. Fair enough. And so they drop the humans off and they make their way to go home, except one of the members is still on the ship. I need to look up his name because I can't remember his name because he's barely in the anime. Don't shout at me, please. I'm sorry. But yeah, they leave him on board the ship and he stays there for, I don't think it's too long, maybe a couple of days. But he stays on the ship and he just has the time of his life. They feed him, they look after him. There's like an enemy of the alien civilization, but you know, it's like knee height. So he stops it. He becomes their king, and I think he has relations with some of them. It looks like he has relations with some of them. I can't confirm, I can't deny, but it looks like they have relations with the aliens. But after a while, he's managed to learn enough to communicate with them and tells them, look, I want to go home now. So they take him home, and that's where the episode ends. You see what I mean? It's just it's a standard episode. Oh, the guy's name was Unukawa. Just a regular episode. Nothing too major, nothing too advanced. But yeah, that's it really. I'm gonna sit down now. I'll try to stand up to see if it sounds better, but my legs are tired. I'm an old man. But yeah, that's what happened. Give it 6 out of 10, maybe 5. It's just a standard episode. It looked really pretty, I'll give them that. But at the end of the day, it's a standard episode. So, I'm Canadian, thank you so much. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.